Now on Nightside, two robberies just blocks apart. The same suspect description. The bank that was targeted in the parking lot where one person was accosted.
It's a dry start to the weekend, but we are tracking the next round of wet weather, and it's only about 24 hours away. I'll let you know how it will impact your weekend plans in the First Alert forecast.
And a brand new restaurant opens in Spokane this weekend. That is Hot Chicken. More on the spicy delicacies they're bringing to North Division. You're watching 4 News Now Nightside. Well, two robberies just blocks apart robbed on Spokane's South Hill. Thanks for staying up with us for Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Jordan Smith. Derek Dice has the night off. Both robberies happened in the Moran Prairie neighborhood. You can see on your screen there where those took place. The first robbery at the Numerica Credit Union on South Regal Street. The second was an attempted robbery of someone in the parking lot of the First Interstate Bank on 57th Avenue. Both happened around 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we don't know at this point if a weapon was used, but no one was injured. On our screen now is video from one near 57th. No word yet if these robberies are connected, but witnesses did give similar descriptions of the subject. This is a developing story, and we will update you as we learn more.
Just a tragic story. A woman and 2 children found dead in their home late last night in what police are calling a possible murder-suicide. Police were called to West Woodside Avenue near 5 Mile Road in northwest Spokane just before midnight. They say the father was the one who called 911 when he came home and found his wife, 2 kids, and pets all dead. One neighbor down the block shared his heartbroken reaction when he heard about what happened.
After that, I teared up a little bit because I talked to the mom once, hadn't talked to the little girls. They were cute little blondes that used to come out and play in the front yard. That hurt.
As of right now, we don't know the ages of the 2 children, but Spokane Public Schools did send out a note to parents at Balboa Elementary saying the children were former students there, but were most recently being homeschooled. Police say they are investigating this as a murder-suicide with no other suspects. Identities of the victims will be released at a later time, and any updates we get from investigators, we will pass along to you.
We now know the name of the deputy involved in a shooting in Spokane Valley on Tuesday. Investigators say Deputy Anthony Gosling shot a man at a home on East 10th near South Bradley Road. Police say deputies arrived at a home for a domestic violence call, and Gosling fired his service weapon at the man. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries following the shooting. Well, tomorrow it'll be 8 years since a devastating windstorm hit the inland northwest. Wind gusts as high as 77 miles per hour. Two people were killed and hundreds of thousands were left without power. Avista calling the event the largest crisis in its history. And hopefully, no wind like that here in our future this weekend, Chris.
No big storms on the way. A little bit of rain and a breeze on Sunday. Not the gusts like that. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. We've got some patchy fog already developing around the region. That will be with us to start the day on Saturday, with the potential for some clearing in the afternoon. That's always a tough bet this time of year. We're deep into the fog season. We're going to stay dry until the late evening, and I'll show you the computer model later in the broadcast to get that timing just right. Our showers and breezy conditions continue on Sunday. A dry Thanksgiving with a question mark because we do have a system coming in the middle of the week, and the exact timing on that is still coming into focus. The fog is not developing as quickly tonight as it has the past couple of nights thanks to some northeasterly winds, but we do have some fog developing down on the Palouse, and there's a lot of Cougar fans already on their way back. They're getting an early start, and this is the view in Colfax right now. It is foggy. Temperatures are right around freezing, so there are going to be some slick spots on the roads for those folks driving out of Pullman. Visibility around the Spokane area varies from absolutely clear in Coeur d'Alene and Hayden to less than a quarter mile in Spokane Valley, and that fog will be developing around the region later this evening. And be with us to start the day tomorrow. We'll be down right around freezing. We're heading to a high of 41. I've got clouds all day. If I were a little more optimistic, I'd put some sunshine in there in the afternoon, but that, again, this time of year is a hard bet. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast, plus go over the timing in detail of that rain on the way tomorrow night. Kirsten.
And Christy just mentioned it. Washington State football looking to snap a 6-game losing streak. The Cougars are taking on Colorado in the final home game of the season.
And it is a must-win for Washington State if they want to keep their bowl game hopes alive. Sports director Julian Minensone joins us in studio with the latest from Pullman.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in Pullman tonight. You had Deion Sanders and the Buffs. It's senior night for the Cougs. But most of all, that streak of 7 straight bowl games is on the line. This one's still going on right now. Washington State has to win to keep that bowl game hope on track. Cougs wide receiver Lincoln Victor was one of 17 seniors honored tonight, and he gets the scoring started for Washington State. Victor puts the Cougs up 7-0. WSU is playing a complete game tonight. Offense, defense, and special teams. Colorado kicking off. Leighton Smithson is going to get invited to all the campus parties after this play tonight. All the way, 98-yard kick return for the touchdown. And with their backs against the wall, Washington State is putting up its best performance of the season. Cougs lead 56-14 right now with a few minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Of course, we'll have an update from tonight's game and what it means for next week's Apple Cup coming up a little bit later in sports. Live in the studio, Julian Minensone, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Julie, thanks so much for that. Well, some exciting news here in Spokane. The very first Houston, Texas hot chicken restaurant in Washington is opening this weekend in Spokane.
And when you say hot, it's really hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks
not
spicy.
Tabasco sauce. We're talking really hot. Las Vegas-based chain has loaded French fries, sweets like waffle milkshakes, and of course, that hot chicken. The best part is all the food is completely organic, and the owners of the new restaurant both have ties to Spokane. They wanted to bring the food back to Washington after trying Houston, Texas hot chicken in Las Vegas.
We live in Spokane, and so we just wanted to have everybody experience what we experienced. We went down to Vegas, loved the sandwich, and just had to bring it here.
I've been here for about 12 years. All 3 of my kids were born here. I'm super excited and just can't wait for everyone to come out and have some good food.
Well, you can stop by the new restaurant on North Ruby Street for its grand opening from noon until 3 o'clock tomorrow. They are also going to feature a car show and 1,000 free chicken sandwiches. So
whoa,
there's a reason to go.
Okay.
There will also be a $1,000 spicy chicken challenge, but beware, you have to sign a waiver before you attempt to eat the hot tenders. You can watch our digital anchor Rob King take on that spicy chicken challenge tomorrow on KXLY+. That's where you can also watch live updates, breaking news, and weather every 10 minutes. Download the app on your connected TV so you don't miss out.
Rob is a braver man than I. Good for him for trying that.
He came back that day, and I thought he had been crying, and
Really?
I was worried that something very bad had happened.
Turns out it was just the spice.
Turns out it was actually something very good.
Turns out, yes, yeah.
Well, events here in Spokane this weekend are helping you get in the holiday spirit.
500 Thanksgiving meals for families in need. Who the meals are going to and how you can help. That's next on Nightside.
Well, this is how we started the afternoon in downtown. Very gray skies, but when I put the time lapse into motion, we burst out into the sunshine. A very beautiful late afternoon and early evening. Will we see some sunshine in the 7-day forecast? I will let you know after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team at Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
It's Christmas in November at Cal Cars in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane with big markdowns on all 4-wheel drive. Plus, we're giving away a new set of WeatherTech floor mats with every purchase. This week at Cal.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Michelle with APH Buys Homes, and we buy houses for cash. We're local home buyers who help homeowners in difficult situations get paid fast. Inherited houses, foreclosures, family disputes, rented or vacant, even nicer homes you just can't keep up with. We buy them all. So before you call anyone else, give us a call for a free cash offer. Just call 509-818-1800. That's 509-818-1800.
The Black Friday discounts are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Get big holiday discounts or take advantage of no money down, no minimum purchase, 5 years, no interest financing.
On furniture for every room in your home this week at Walker's.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
He's got the stars.
Yeah.
The studs.
I don't remember a time in my life I didn't watch his shows.
And the unexpected.
I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now anchor team, not just in the newsroom, but in the community. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. We're the friendly faces you see first thing in the morning and at the end of your day. We're the people you trust on your screens and in real life. And we'll always be there when you need us. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
These Christmas lights are up in Paris. Tigers, peacocks, elephants, green visitors. Oh, wow. Look at that big old snake.
Nothing says Christmas like a boa constrictor.
That's right. This is really cool. So visitors at the National Museum of Natural History can enjoy all of this. The theme this year was biodiversity in the jungle, which makes sense.
That's pretty cool.
I actually saw something just like this in Spokane last year, and because I have very few brain cells left, I cannot remember where it was. I think it was at the fairgrounds.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh,
and I have some beautiful pictures, so I think it'll be back this year. And I'll try to remember what it is and put it on Facebook.
Yeah, something cool to check out.
Well, there are a couple of fun events that are happening this weekend for if you're interested in the holidays, and one of them is the ice ribbon opening.
That's right.
I know, tomorrow. That's going to be great.
That's right. Sharpening your skates.
I am
You'll
going
be out
to
there.
go. Yeah, I'm going to try. I've never sharpened my own skates, but they're too dull. I refuse, so I'm going to figure it out.
How hard could it be?
Oh, right. What could go wrong?
There's a YouTube video for everything.
That's how I've been living my life these days. The weather's going to be dry tomorrow. That is the day to front load your weekend outdoor activities. Tonight, we've got that patchy freezing fog. It's been slow to show up, but it will, and it will keep our temperature from dropping any further than it is. 30 for an overnight low tonight. We're at 30, but we do not drop below the dew point, and that is where we are right now. 41 for a high tomorrow. That's counting on a little bit of sunshine. If we stay socked in completely, then we will likely stay in the 30s. Here's a look at our forecast radar. I'm starting it off Saturday at 8 o'clock. Still dry for your Friday night fun unless you're going to close down the bars. Here's 1 a.m. Sunday, and that's when we start to see that rain moving into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We've got rain through Moses Lake all the way up around Winthrop and Omak. That rain is going to continue overnight. Here's 5 a.m. on Sunday, and we start to see some blue showing up here, but we've got Micah Peak, Mount Spokane, definitely mountain snow, and then rain for the rest of the region. That is going to be clearing right about the time we would start to see a rain-snow mix because our temperatures hitting its low. We will be dry in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene and keeping that precipitation in the Northeast Mountains and North Idaho. May see a sprinkle or two through the day, but for the most part, we're going to be dry. The winds are going to be picking up. Cold front comes through Sunday in the middle of the night. Here's Sunday morning at 6 a.m. The front is to the east, and our winds start picking up. Every progressive computer model run, the winds are a little lower. So it isn't going to be an especially windy day, but breezy. 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman. That's going to be one of the windier spots right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We may have 20-mile-per-hour winds on Sunday, and then they'll start to die down as we get into Sunday evening. Got kids coming over the passes for the holiday. Well, here's a look at our forecast. No, I do have one. And so she's got to come down I-5 and then over Snoqualmie Pass. Here's Sunday. Less than an inch of snow on Snoqualmie, and mostly it's going to be that rain-snow mix. And then if you're heading over Lookout Pass Sunday, you're good. We'll get a little more snow going during the day on Sunday. 2 to 4 inches over Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 8 over Stevens. That's a different story. Stevens Pass is tricky, but Lookout Pass is looking mostly wet and not white. Planning forecast. Breezy with showers on Sunday. We're dry Monday, Tuesday. What's happening Tuesday? We'll get back to that in a minute, but we do have a system coming in Wednesday, Thursday. Matt Gray will have this totally dialed in over the weekend. Right now, the timing is a little mystifying. And Tuesday is our special delivery. Our 4 News Now baby arrives on Tuesday. Kirsten, we're so excited.
The stork is coming.
Yes. That's right. Sending babies from heaven.
Just sending them from right above. That's as easy and quick as it is. And it was Northwest Winterfest. That's what I was trying to remember.
Okay.
The name of, and it is coming back to the fairgrounds, and you can get your tickets early already if you want to.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Baby brain.
There it is. Kicked in.
Figured it out.
Well, some good news here to close out the week. The Flanagan Foundation has been serving local families in need every Thanksgiving since 2017.
The local organization started out by feeding 10 families. This year, it's serving 500. Keaton Flanagan says he started the foundation because he was eager to help people. And this year, the foundation purchased 500 turkeys, 500 pies. All the fixins came out to about $20,000. The foundation starts its planning process in January and has different fundraisers throughout the year. Tomorrow, they will be distributing all of the Thanksgiving meals to families within Spokane Public Schools, local churches, and local nonprofits.
People should step up in more ways like this, and I'll just take it all on my plate if that's what it causes. So I put a lot on myself for it, but I don't know, there's no reason to do it. It's just, it is very fulfilling, and I don't see myself ever stopping.
Keaton hopes that the Flanagan Foundation will continue to grow and expand to other communities as well. If you'd like to donate to the foundation, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Well, one really frustrating part of the holidays is all the crowds.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
And the lines.
It's tough, especially if you miss your flight and then you miss your holiday dinner.
That's right. Well, the Spokane International Airport is signaling the flag here, saying it's expecting the highest number of travelers this year since 2017. And they're advising you to come in, check in early, fully prepared. Howard Livingston has made a job out of Burbank, California. He travels a lot, and he says he's learned the hard way. He always comes to the airport extra early.
My concern is during the holidays it just takes a lot more time, and people should be prepared to get to airports early or however they're getting to wherever they need to go.
Spokane International Airport says to arrive at the airport at least 2 hours before the scheduled boarding time. At security checkpoint, dump your water, take out your electronics, and make sure to do that ahead of time. Make sure to avoid wrapping gifts in packages in checked or carry-on luggage. And parking can be a headache, so save some time by using prepaid kiosks.
All the holidays can be stressful with all the shopping, cooking, and meeting with friends and family. That can lead to that feeling of overwhelm. About 64% of people with mental illness report holidays making their conditions worse. That's according to a study by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The Alliance recommends a few steps to manage your stress, including maintaining realistic expectations and prioritizing self-care.
We have to be really mindful, I think, about what our boundaries are going into these holiday events.
For others, the stress of the holidays can be tied to painful family interactions and memories, or dealing with isolation and spending the season alone.
One of the things that's really important that I like to talk with people about is how to make a decision on what's actually best for us, right? Sometimes we need to push out of our comfort zones, but sometimes we need to honor that it's actually not the right place for us to be.
Experts say although everyone's holiday situation is different, it could be beneficial to break from a traditional family gathering or habit.
When we come back here tonight, how the Spokane Fire Department is using artificial intelligence to make Spokane safer. That's next on Nightside.
Download the KXLY Plus app for breaking news.
The Tire Store for winter tires with no credit hassles. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
92.9 CZU.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
It's Christmas in November at Cal Cars in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane with big markdowns on all four-wheel drive. Plus, we're giving away a new set of WeatherTech floor mats with every purchase. This week at Cal.
The Tire Store for winter tires with no credit hassles. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Thanks for staying up with Nightside. If you're planning to hit the road next week, gas prices are expected to hit a 3-year low. AAA says over the past 2 months, the current national average price of regular gas is down 55 cents to $3.33 a gallon. If prices hold near these current levels, that will be the cheapest nationwide gas price on Thanksgiving Day since 2020. But don't expect to pay anywhere near that here in the inland Northwest. You all know that. Spokane County, you can expect to pay around $4.24 a gallon, while Kootenai County, you'll pay around $3.82. So maybe you just plan your trip to go through Kootenai County first.
Seems like the wise thing to do. Save a couple of bucks there. Well, the new section of the North-South Freeway in Northeast Spokane, is now open in both directions. Now, the northbound lanes opened to great fanfare yesterday, and today the southbound lanes opened, and that means you can now drive the freeway from Wandermere area south to Wellesley. Some great news there.
And the Spokane Fire Department is using artificial intelligence to make Spokane safer. It's called Dark Horse AI, and the program uses data from calls, response times, and traffic patterns to predict how changes to the department could impact the city's safety before those decisions are made. For example, Fire Station 5 in Eagle Ridge is about to undergo some construction, so using Dark Horse, the fire department can see the best place to temporarily move it without impacting fire services.
We can move that fire station all over our jurisdiction to see and to leverage the best placement and the best number of people in that station to achieve an outcome.
The program can also see the impact of water rescues, building fires, and a lot more. The possibilities are really something that they're working with, and it's good to see some good coming out of AI there. Well, the Education Department is investigating rising reports of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia at multiple schools across the country, saying their investigation is part of an aggressive action against hate in schools.
And the reports of discrimination increasing since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. At least 7 different schools are under investigation. Melissa Adon has the story.
Reports of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia now under investigation by the Department of Education at 6 colleges and universities and a K-12 public school district in Kansas. The department is looking at 5 cases of anti-Semitic harassment and 2 involving anti-Muslim harassment. This follows several reports across the country from anti-Semitic graffiti found on the law school of Columbia University.
I do not feel safe.
To Cornell, where a student was arrested for making death threats against Jewish people. At Cooper Union in New York, Jewish students huddling in the library as pro-Palestinian protesters banged on the windows and doors. And the University of Pennsylvania chancellor criticized for her response to what students say is growing divisiveness on campus amid hateful threats. The school said it would be cooperating fully with the investigation.
Her lack of acknowledgement for Palestinian and Arab students on campus has been pretty disappointing.
U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona telling ABC News with complaints about Islamophobia and anti-Semitism on the rise, there will be more investigations.
So that's the ultimate goal, safe learning environments for students and learning environments that protect students' civil rights.
Secretary Cardona says schools could lose federal funding if they refuse to create safe learning environments. The Education Department will look into whether the schools failed to shield their students from hate speech and threats, which are not protected by the First Amendment. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Washington State football gets it done. The Cougs defeat Colorado to keep its bowl game hopes alive. Highlights and what it means for the Apple Cup. Next in sports.
Download the KXLY Plus app for live updates all day.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
I can't wait to see Dancing with the Stars celebration of my eras.
Calling all Swifties.
It's a celebration of Taylor Swift
On Dancing with the Stars.
You got that
Plus, choreographer Mandy Moore shakes her way to the judges' table.
I will be watching.
Dancing with the Stars, live Tuesday at 8/7 Central on ABC and Disney+.
You're feeding it.
I will, I promise. Thanks to our Premier Rewards Visa credit card from ICCU, we earned enough cash back to stock up on puppy supplies.
But we don't have a puppy.
They're very convincing children.
Expect even more from KXLY Plus. Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens. Weather every 10 minutes. Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect on KXLY Plus.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
If you're looking for a new Tundra or Tacoma truck, Findlay Downtown Toyota has over 70 in stock and ready to go. And if you're looking for a new RAV4, Highlander, or a Toyota 4Runner, we have over 100 in stock with great financing options. And if you're looking for a quality used vehicle, we've got a whole city block full of fantastic choices that come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. So if you're looking for a great selection at a great price, you can find it at Findlay.
Well, the final Pac-12 home game for the Cougars did not disappoint. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minenso. The team honored 17 seniors ahead of tonight's game against Colorado, and man, did they put on a show. WSU had to keep a win to keep their bowl games alive, but no one understood that assignment better than senior defensive end Ron Stone Jr. Stone with the sack. The defense was eating all night long. Now on offense, another senior, Lincoln Victor, walks into the end zone for the score to put the Cougs up 7-0 in the first quarter. Now, still in the first, WSU leading 14-7, looking to answer after a Colorado touchdown, and the Cougs respond in a big way. Leighton Smithson takes it 98 yards to glory. You can hear the cheers across the Palouse. It was so loud at Giesa Field. And the Cougars, they weren't done there. They kept their foot on the gas all night long. Here's Cameron Ward, had a great game. He's going to dump it off right here to Nakia Watson. With a burst of speed, the Cougars
They go on celebrating as Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders, he hurt his arm in the first quarter of this one and was sidelined throughout the game. CU really had no answers as Washington State snaps the 6-game losing streak in style. 56-14 is the final. Now the only thing that stands in the Cougs' way from a bowl game is their rival, the Washington Huskies. The Apple Cup is at 1 o'clock next Saturday. And Washington State football had a very special guest tonight. The NCAA president, Charlie Baker, was in attendance. He spoke to the media before tonight's game about a flurry of topics, including the future of Washington State and Oregon State athletics. WSU and OSU are the only remaining Pac-12 teams after this season due to conference realignment. And Baker said that he will do whatever he can to support WSU during this time of change.
Washington State has a bright future. I'm not exactly sure what it will look like, but I'll tell you something. I've met today with a number of student athletes here who love this place. They don't just like it. They're not just here because it was the choice that landed for them. They love this place. And I am quite sure that when you have that kind of a culture and that kind of a place where the kids who are here not only want to be here, but feel blessed to be here, this is the kind of school that down the road will find a way to figure it out, and I feel the same way about Oregon State.
Now, Gonzaga women's soccer packed enough clothes for a multi-day stay in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Zags were taking on UC Irvine in the second round of the NCAA tournament. The Bulldogs didn't want to have to go home early. Winner of this one goes to the Sweet 16 on Sunday. Now we pick it up in the 5th minute. UC Irvine on the attack. The ball is sent in, and Layla Elberry will loft it up and into the net as Gonzaga trails early on. Now to the 40th minute. Zags trailing 2-0, trying to get something going. The rebound is going to go right to Caitlin Rigg, and she's going to be automatic from right in front as the Bulldogs get on the board. But ultimately, today was not their day. UC Irvine would ultimately get possession here at the end. Game over, and Gonzaga's magical season comes to an end. 2-1 is the final there in Lincoln. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
I met Anidas 10 years ago. He didn't have bad credit, but he just had no credit to begin with. I took the time to really go over some options with him. Fast forward 10 years down the road, he's got his business account with Numerica. He's looking to buy his second home also with Numerica.
At Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, we're making it a November to remember by offering great buys on our best-selling Ram trucks and Jeep lineup, with special markdowns on all pre-owned SUVs and four-wheel drives. But the best offer is with every vehicle sold, you'll get a free big screen TV with the purchase, making it the perfect time to visit our family-owned dealership at Dishman.
Dishman Dodge! Black Friday mattress discounts are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores, with some of the biggest savings of the year on all Serta and Beauty Rest mattress sets with no money down and no interest for up to 5 years.
Improve your sleep for less at Walker's.
Hi, I'm Michelle with APH Buys Homes, and we buy houses for cash. We're local home buyers who help homeowners in difficult situations get paid fast. Inherited houses, foreclosures, family disputes, rented or vacant, even nicer homes you just can't keep up with. We buy them all. So before you call anyone else, give us a call for a free cash offer. Just call 509-818-1800. That's 509-818-1800.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It's going to be a cold few nights, but not too bad in the weather department. And Chris is smiling because it's my last newscast.
Just for a week or two?
Yeah. Yeah, be back real quick.
Back in a breeze. Yeah. How hard can it be? Yeah.
We had a comment today that was like, I hope you have a safe and productive maternity leave. And I was like, it is going to be productive. That's one way to put it.
Staying busy, I'm sure.
That's right. Yeah. We'll send updates, of course, to everyone here at 4 News Now. And hey, what a fun Cougs game.
Yeah. They did it. They did it. We did it. You did it. You made it.
We did it, everybody.
Congratulations.